Kwale MP Zulekha Hassan caused a stir when she arrived in the chambers with her 5-month-old baby. Now, the MP was promptly ejected from the house for what the temporary speaker termed, quote, bringing a stranger into the house. Imagine that. And as Mashirima Kapombe now reports, the incident sparked a vicious debate in and out of the chambers.
The last day of the World Breastfeeding Week would have passed almost unnoticed here in the National Assembly until this.
The Honorable Zulekha, you are out of order.
The Kwale woman representative, a second-term MP, had walked into the chamber with her 5-month-old baby and was ready to follow proceedings when the speaker called for her removal from the chamber.
In accordance with Standing Order 107, the Honorable Atandi, the Honorable Zulekha, you must get out of the house immediately.
This is my third child. Today, we're on an emergency, so I had no other way. And I thought, why should I miss work? Because it's like I'm being punished for having a child, and it's a very natural process.
A section of the members, led by Majority Leader Aden Duale, would hear none of it.
There is a stranger, and it has never happened since 1963. Mr. Speaker, this is an abuse of the House.
Parliamentary standing orders restrict entry into the chambers to members only. In fact, even the President has to await a Gazette notice before he can show up in Parliament.
Very barbaric rules that are aimed at marginalizing women. And you know, going with a baby to the chamber, a baby is not an atomic bomb. They won't explode in the house.
The Parliament creates a plate for lactating mothers for their children, for us, even fathers, to have to bring our children when our mothers are not around. Mr. Speaker, this is, I have never seen it. I can go to the record. Mr. Speaker, this is an abuse, and that member must be cited, and she has ashamed the people of Kwale.
The Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly says Parliament has a room for mothers and their babies within its precincts, a claim disputed by some parliamentarians.
PSC passed in 2013, 1st August 2013, that the rooms should be provided, that members should be able to travel with their caregivers and their babies when we go for meetings, and then also a room be provided. But it's now 6 years and the room hasn't yet been provided.
Honorable Zulekha has raised the attention of the nation to a critical public policy position which is not being honored, which is not being implemented by all institutions, including the very institution which passed that resolution.
Hours after the event, the clerk of the National Assembly took us on a tour of this room located in the Kenya Red Cross building across the road from the chambers. However, parliamentary sources insist that the room in its current form did not exist until today. In March of this year, a similar incident hit the Danish parliament when legislator Mette Abildgaard was informed by the speaker that her baby was an unwanted guest in the chamber. In June of 2017, Australian Senator Larissa Waters made history for breastfeeding in the House. She was the first MP to benefit from changes in law that permitted women parliamentarians to do so. All food for thought as Kenya grapples with the stunt from the Kwale MP. Mashirima Kapombe, Citizen TV.